I have heard on good authority that the Green to the Muffin and Hypnotits party, and I believe that that is the new name of the Green both in Scotland and down in London, and they are going to be changing the name from the Watermelons of the Green Party to Muffin and Hypnotits Party, and that is going to be the major announcement today, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Muffin Alley and Hypnotits, what's his name? Zach, it's a bit of a strange name, but those guys are now the opposition to Steptoe and Sons. Steptoe and Sons, your party with Uncle Harold and Raisins on the doorstep. We've now got your baby gorillas are here. How you doing, Johnny boy? The Hypnotits, Muffin Alley and Hypnotits is going to be the name of the Green Party. So that's it. It's finished. They're changing it by D-poll, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Hi, how you doing, Anthony? How you doing, Tony boy? So we're down here outside the Parliament. I'm going to do a few more live streams later on, so keep attuned. I know I've missed bits and bobs. I came down here for a protest and found out I'm 2 days late. Apparently, reading The Guardian, there was only 5 people, 1 fascist, 1 Nazi and 3 Neds, apparently, nobody else. Yeah, all good, Tony, all good, mate, thanks. And there was nobody else reading The Guardian. Like five people at the protest the other day there, Tommy Robinson protest for freedom of speech. Who would have thought that voting in a guy that was on the MI5 watch list for being a communist and for being a Pabloist, only 30 people turned up, apparently it's hilarious, yeah, there was nobody else. Antifa, the paid protest was massive, there was like tens of millions of them, and there was like 5 guys in the freedom of speech protest. However, who would have thought that a Pabloist, a Trotskyist, a communist would want to stop our freedom of speech? Who would have thought it? Who would have thought? I would never have. Nowhere in time immemorial has a bunch of communists or a communist, including all the rest of the Fabians in there, tried to stop people's freedom of speech. Who would have thunk it? We were all too busy looking for Nazis and fascists and look over there, and who sneaked in? The commies sneaked in the back door and then decided we were too busy looking for the Nazis and the fascists in the woodpile, and the commies sneaked in, the authoritarian commies, under the guise of Sir Keir Starmer. And who would have thunk it? Who would have thought that a guy that Peter Hitchens warned the UK about before he got elected, that he was a Pabloist, a Trotskyist, the extreme left, that he would have to be saying, yes, we've got a long tradition of freedom of speech in the UK, but now I'm in my Ukrainian bum boys are blowing in my back door. How come we have never had to decolonise the process? Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've only killed 100 million people over the last 100 years. We're probably 100 plus now. No, it's just slightly over 100 years. So don't forget, there were also, before the rise of National Socialism, Hitler was in a communist, what was it called? The Bavarian Socialist Party, who were a communist party run by somebody who was Jewish, who in large parts of Germany, southern Germany, were starving to death under the communists in Germany, predating the rise of Hitler, who was elected in this communist group. Oh my goodness. And now we've got Mahmoud as Home Secretary. Oh, you just couldn't get any better. Couldn't get any more authoritarian. And now we've got Muffin Ali and Hypnotits as the leaders of the Green. You couldn't write it. It's like an extreme version of Lawrence Orange and Eugene Green. I mean, Deviant Harvey and his Ian Dunn Memorial Awards, which he never disowned extra sugar. Yeah, well, there we've got Stammer, who is now tried to get the Dark Prince back in government, who's got pictures now coming out of him on Epstein Island. We've got Sarwar, elected in Scotland, whose uncle's Lord Ahmed, a convicted paedophile. And there was allegations flying about for years that this was an international paedophile ring at the highest echelons of the government and the controlled state. And all these guys are all connected now. Love the jacket, David. Casual look the day, my man. Yeah. So I'm doing something else. So I'm going to have to go. I'd come back later. So we've got Mandelson hanging about with paedophiles. We've got Stammer with these Ukrainian backdoor bomber boys, not bum boys. It's definitely not gay. That picture of him and Mandelson didn't look compromised at all. Well said, had it helmet, pie apologist, exactly. And then we've got Sarwar up, and Baldy John, whose allegations against Baldy John, and Sarwar, whose uncle was a paedophile who he described as a great guy. And it's definitely not a compromised paedophile ring at the heart of our government, definitely not. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Just get Mandy back in the government, let's stick him back in the United States. Not that our political establishment are compromised at all, not at all. They're all wee pals together, aye. I thought you were going to say with Gary Glitter there. I don't think it's Gary Glitter, I think it's Jimmy Savile, isn't it? With old Keir Starmer. Isn't it? I mean, really, you couldn't write it. I mean, really, honestly. The international paedophile ring. Deliberately compromised so the globalists can push through the agenda. Bunch of jimmies. Oh my God, I mean, really, honestly, what a setup, what a wee setup. And now Stammer is going to be compromised because of his association with Mandelson and his association with Epstein. And the compromisation, him on Paedophile Island saying, oh, that Jeffrey's a lovely fellow, while selling off British assets to foreign companies through Jeffrey Epstein. Nothing to see here, No problems here. Mandelson, he's such a trustworthy guy, eh? He's very, not compromised. None of them are compromised. And the MA saying they're great. They're asking all the difficult questions while quickly sweeping it all under the rug. There are questions about whether Stammer will go, and it's a difficult process within the Labour Party to decapitate, metaphorically speaking, the leader. Defenestrate. Nicola Sturgeon asking 4-year-old bairns, how do you swing? I don't know, Jesus. I know. I'll come back to her later. So it's difficult to get rid of Stammer, especially with 400 new MPs. A lot of the guys in the backbenchers I don't know, but I certainly know all the dough balls in the front benches. It's like the Hair Bear brunch, isn't it? It's like if the special needs bus was put in the front bench of British politics, and everyone being retarded. I mean, you couldn't actually write it. And who we get rid of? Oh, hi there, my name's Keir Starmer. They are all worried about Elon's interfering while happy with EU, WFUN, who? Well, they're all interconnected. Don't forget, Jeffrey Epstein was on the Trilateral Commission with Keir Starmer. So he was on, they were both on it together. So their ties go deeper than that. And who's going to replace Lammy? Is Lammy going to be the Prime Minister? Who came after Henry VIII? Henry VII? He's brilliant. He'll be great. I mean, honestly, that whole bunch, Rayner, it's obviously been deliberately compromised because they're thick. It's obviously been deliberately compromised because they're thick. And that's why they're on the front benches. He does bro shoe shine. He does have I was having a laugh with that guy Zach. He was saying, I stand for the LGBTQ community, and I said, you mean not bend over? What about the comments that Geezer was sacked for that he made about Diane Abbott? That was hilarious too. I don't know what the facts were. Was it the fact that for somebody that complains about racism all the time, the only thing you get recognised for was being the first black MP, female MP? Because certainly not from your track record in politics, is it? What's she done? What's she done? That could have been his joke. That would have been a bit too close to the truth. Listen, I'm going to go because I've got to do an interview. My baby gorillas will come back though.